Hi there, welcome to the trial test class. My name is Mr. Doan. We're looking at test number 41 today. Let's go through some of these questions together. Let's start at question 2. 9 children share some stickers, making sure that they each get the same number. Leftover stickers are given to another child. So this is the 10th one. Which number of stickers would leave the other child with the most? So we got 4 different answers. So let's go through that. Okay, so question 2. Now A is 326. Now if I divide 326 by 9 children, that actually gives me a remainder of 2. Okay, you can do that calculation yourself. Let's look at C. I got 408. Right, I divide 408 by 9. Now the remainder I will get will be 3. I'll leave you to do that division itself. Look at B. We've got 584. So we've got 584 divided by 9. In this case, the remainder will be 8. Let's double check the last one. Got 313. 313 divided by 9. The remainder is actually 7. So therefore, the one with the largest remainder would be this particular case. So the 10th child would get 8 stickers. That remains. So therefore, our answer in this case is B. So you've got to work through each one of these as efficiently as you can and find out what the remainder is in each particular case. Let's look at question 4. How many squares are there in the following diagram? Okay. Now, the squares can be the smaller size, which is a 1 square by 1. Now, if you count these, that's going to be 25 of them. Now, the next size that we can take 2 square by 2 squares. Now, don't forget, you can count the overlap as well. So if I redraw the diagram, okay, now these are not drawn to scale. So if it's 2 by 2, that could be a 2 by 2. That's a 2 by 2. So is this particular shape and this particular shape here. Next one will be 2 by 2. You can have a 2 by 2 there and a 2 by 2 here. And also up here, that can overlap as well, and so on. So if you count that, there should be 16 of those. Okay? You can have a 3 by 3. Now 3 by 3 is 3 by 3, or a 3 by 3, and a 3 by 3 as well. Move to the next level, so that's 3 by 3, a 3 by 3, and a 3 by 3. Up here, 3 by 3. And don't forget, you can have a 3 by 3 right in the middle as well. Okay? And that actually gives us 9. Next size will be a 4 by 4 square. So 4 by 4, that's a 4 by 4. A 4 by 4. A 4 by 4. And a 4 by 4. So there's 4 of those. And the last size we have is a 5 by 5. There's only one 5 by 5, which is this particular shape. So there's 1. If you add that total together, that's going to give us 55. Now, as it turns out, you look at these numbers, they're actually square numbers. That's like 5 squares, 16, 4 square, 3 square, 2 square, and 1 square, giving us a total of 55. So the answer in this case, that's going to be D. Okay, so make sure that you count all the overlaps as well. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on quite a few squares. Let's look at question 7. Okay, what would be the 5th number in the following sequence? So we've got 35, 65, 125, and 245. Okay, let's try to find out what is the particular pattern in this sequence. So I got 35, 65, 125, 245. What's my next number? Difference between these two, you add 30 to get the next one. Difference that is 60. So the difference sort of double each time. So that difference is 120. So we're doubling the difference each time. Plus 30, plus 60, plus 120. So that should be plus 240. So it's doubling. So 240. So it's 245 plus 240. That would give us 485. Okay, so my answer is B. Another way I can look at it, you're doubling the difference, so I can multiply 35 by 2. And how do I get 65? 2 times 35 is 70. I need to minus 5 to give me 65. 65 times 2 is 130. Minus 5 give me 125. 125 times 2 is 250. I minus 5 to give me 245. So whichever pattern we look at, we still get the same answer of B. Let's have a look at question 14. Now, it takes one man 1 day to dig a 3 meters by 4 meters by 5 meters hole. How long does it take 3 men working at the same rate to dig a hole that is the size of 5 by 6 by 7 meters? Now, let's record down this information. So we got a 3 meters by 4 meters by 5 meters. You times that together, that's going to give us 60 square meters. So the one man can do this in 1 day. Now the next size we're talking about is 5 meters by 6 meters by 7 meters. You multiply that together, 30, so that's going to give us 210 square meters. Now, one man can do this. Now, how long would it take one man to do 210 square meters? So one man would take, that is a much bigger size area, so that's volume, so that's cubic. So he's going to take 210 divided by 60. So that cancel. So 21 divided by 6 is going to be 3.5 days. Because this particular volume is 3.5 times bigger than 60 cubic meters. Now the question says, how long would it take 3 men working on that size? Now one man would take 3.5 days. If you've got 3 men working at the same rate, that should be 3 times faster. So therefore, for 3 men, that will equals to 3.5 days. Now if it's 3 times faster, you divide that by 3. So that's like, you need to change that to an improper fraction. So 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1, so that's 7 on 2 divided by 3. So that's like multiplying the reciprocal of that, which is 1 on 3. So that's going to be 7 on 6, so that's 1 and 1/6 days. Okay, so it's 3 times faster, so the answer is going to be 1/1/6. So that is C. Now let's look at question 31. Now, Jane buys a bottle of chocolate milk that weighs 685 grams. She drinks 1/4 of the drink, and it now weighs 540 grams. She then finishes her drink soon after. What is the weight, or how much does the empty bottle weigh? 31. Now the key thing with this one is, now it says she drank 1/4 of the drink, and the weight reduces from 685 to 540 grams, so 31. Now for 1/4 of the drink, that equals to 685 grams minus 540. So that would give us 145 grams. Now this is 25% of the drink. So to work out the total, weight of the drink, the liquid itself, so you times that by 4, because that equals to 25%. So you times it by 4, so that's going to be 580 grams. So therefore, the weight of the actual bottle itself will be the total weight, which is 685, minus the weight of the drink, 580. That would give us 105 grams, which is just the weight of the bottle itself. Okay, so in this case, the answer is going to be D. Let's look at one more. Let's look at 37. Now, which squares comes next? Now, let's have a look at the pattern for these particular squares. You got first one, 1, 4, 9, 16. Next one is then, if you follow from smallest to largest, you got 4, 9, 16, 25. Next one, from smallest to largest again, it's 9, 16, 25, 36. So there appears to be a particular pattern there. Let's record this down. So the first one is 1, 4, 9 and 16. So I'm actually going in a clockwise direction, and these are all square numbers. That's 1 square, that's 2 square, that's 3 square, that's 4 square. Now the second one is 25, 4, 9 and 16. So this, we're still going in a clockwise direction, and interestingly 1 disappears, so we've got 4, 9 and 16, and we take the next square number, which is 5 square. So if that's my theory, the smallest number disappears, right? The next one, then 4 should disappear for the next one. So I've got 9 as my smallest number, 16, 25, and the next square number's got to be 36. So that's also in the clockwise direction. So therefore, the next square that we're looking for, 9 would disappear, 16 will become the smallest square number. So we've got 25, we've got 36, and the next square numbers will be 7 square, so that's 49. So that would be my answer, which is D. So this is the particular pattern that I'm looking for. Now, I trust you found this example useful. As you have a look at the rest of the questions that's right in front of you, make sure you read the questions carefully. Don't simply guess the answer. Work through it methodically as you can and efficiently at the same time. And make sure you enjoy what you're doing at the same time as well. Bye for now.